Hello, everyone. Good morning. At least good morning from Pacific time zone. Um, I do apologize for leaving quite suddenly. I think some of you guys knew that I was already here for a bit, but I realized that I needed to grab some water and I needed to grab my freshly washed flute flag and, you know, cleaning cloths and polishing cloth. So, anyway, uh, ah, oh, Noel, thank you very much. Let me say hi to everyone before I get started. And then I'm going to give you guys a bit of an update as to kind of where I'm at in in life. And then we will get started with our 1 hour. Okay, so hello, Michael. Hello, Hyper Art. Hey, Nancy. Hi. Phantom. Hello, Sean and Tomash. Hello. Hey, it's Sadie. Hello, hello. Hey, Mandy. Hey, Jasmine. And hello again to Noel. Thank you so much for your very sweet message. It makes me very happy to know that what I do here can be, you know, like it can spark joy in your lives, and because I don't know, I just feel that, my practicing has really come full circle. When I first started when I was a kid, it brought me a lot of joy. And then I kind of went through a very long, very dark phase of essentially self abuse in the practice room. And then worked my way out of it in the last 3-4 years. So love from India. That's amazing. Wonderful. Okay. So, let's chat a bit about where I'm at in life. So this weekend, finally, I felt that I was in a good enough place, mentally and emotionally, to get back into working out. Now, it's been a hot second since I've gotten back into working out. I was working out and weightlifting fairly regularly. I think it's around 3-4 times a week before our grandmothers passed. So that would be June 9th, and before was when I was working out regularly. So it's been just over 2 months that I haven't been doing really a hard workout like weightlifting. We do play a little bit of DDR at home and stuff like that, so that does kind of get us sweating a bit and stuff, but it's not regular, and I wanted to get back into a regular routine. So I'm trying something out because I noticed that I very much lose motivation to work out in, as the week progresses. So the first half of the week is usually pretty good and the second half is not so great. So I was like, what if I just started my workout on the weekend? So I did one day upper body on Saturday and then lower body on Sunday. Today is a rest day, which is nice because Monday being a rest day is really, really nice. You're just getting started with the week and stuff like that, so you don't have to cram a workout in. And then I will work out again Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday will both be rest days. So I think this is going to be pretty doable. I also finally discovered that cooling down after working out, especially if you do a hard enough workout, you do have to basically do your warm up again as a form of cooling down. So I read about that on Saturday, so I tried it out, and sure enough, normally I should be way more sore than I am right now. I'm a tiny bit sore. I should be way more sore than I am right now, as at least compared to my previous experiences of getting back into working out. and I'm not as sore. So cool down properly, guys. I just learned that you need to do a dynamic cool down, followed by static stretches. So I learned something new, and the kind of sort of like a side hope for getting back into working out is that it makes my flute playing even better, because you really have to work on your form and your breathing and stuff like that. So it's all good things for the flute. So we shall see how that affects my flute playing from here on out. And yeah, I'm very, very happy. Like, after the workouts, I finally got that like full body dopamine hit that you only really get after a good workout. And I have not felt that in like 2 months. So it felt really good. I felt like myself again. So yeah, I'm slowly returning to myself. Quick update on the Italy video. I am writing it right now. I realized there's so much I want to pack in there that I can't let myself just ramble on camera. So I am writing a script, and I will be essentially saying it on camera, but with a script. So Jasmine, thank you so very much. This is actually a dress. But yeah, you're on week 7 of your workout schedule. Hell yeah, Mandy. That's great. Phantom, you love DDR as your only workout and chasing 5 children around. That is quite the workout. Oh, happy 6 months to your niece, Michael. Thank you, Nancy. But yeah, so that's where I'm at in life, is that I'm rolling back into my normal life, and I am, changing how I do some things, because I think my life has changed. Like, I do feel like I'm in a new chapter of my life. So I'm trying to adjust how I do things to better fit kind of where I'm at in my headspace. So there you go. That is my context for what I'm thinking about and where I'm at coming into this practice session. So while I practice, I would love to hear what you guys are up to right now. What's on your mind? What are you doing right now? And if you have any nerdy flute questions, please ask. You're in very good company, and it will give me a reason to take a few breaks while I practice. All right. So I'll leave that up to you guys. If you guys don't know what to do, just get yourself a virtual coffee or tea by typing in !tea sip or !coffee sip, one word, no spaces, into the chat, and my bot will spit out a random virtual beverage for you. All right. Here we go. Let's do it. You're interested in my workout plan. Let me just talk about that before we go on. So I just looked up a random 4-day dumbbell workout for women on muscleandstrength.com. So if you're curious, and also I looked up their like warm-ups. So I have, so you can go to muscleandstrength.com if you want to look up pretty darn good routines for, for weightlifting workouts. They also do variations on weightlifting workouts if you want to do it more like a circuit so that you burn more calories. So less strength. So like it's like doing the same routine, but you're doing it in a circuit and with slightly lower weights, so that you're doing more cardio than you are strength building per se. I'm personally more interested in the strength building. I don't know. I just feel very empowered, and I really like that feeling. So I think the next thing I want to do is incorporate a little bit more walking in my routine, because I remember when we were planning our wedding, that's how I kept my stress under wraps, like in control. So I would go for a morning walk, and at the very least, like an after work walk. So before work walk and an after work walk. I do want to do that again. I did not do that this morning. Didn't have time. So, I might just do one after work walk today. I'm not sure. It might be way too hot to do that. So I might end up just doing some yoga at home or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. So you want to practice, but you can't because you're sick. I'm so sorry, Jasmine, and you're job hunting. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. So we have dumbbells at home and we have a workout bench at home, but we don't have anything else, much of anything else. I have not played the Indian Bansuri flute. I haven't, but it's gorgeous sound. Gorgeous, gorgeous sound. Yeah. So NFA is only in America, yes. There you go. So Jasmine sips a cup of jasmine tea. Oh, that is perfect. Yes. Good night, bot. Good night, bot. Okay. Well, you guys keep chatting amongst yourselves. I am going to start practicing. Let's put ourselves here. There we go. Perfect. It found the timer. Okay. So we're going to start. Let me grab. I'm just going to make sure. There we go. I'm just going to prep my earplugs for when we do want to use them. I'm realizing I don't want to use them all the time, but like, especially when it's more technical stuff, I think I want to use them just to make sure that I'm playing as cleanly as possible. So we're going to take out the inserts. There we go. Okay. So these are my loop earplugs that I will use when we're doing technical stuff. Okay, here we go. Oh, Noelle, only type !T-sip, nothing else. The bot is a very simple bot. It only understands the command if only the command is in your message. I'm not wanting to raise my airstream in my mouth much today. So that's going to be interesting. I need it to sit higher, but I keep sitting it really low. So it's making my low register sound really good, but my high register, I think I need a little bit more flexibility. on maple tea. Okay, I'm gonna straight up tell you. To date, the best maple tea I've had is by Murchie's Tea and Coffee in Canada. You can go to their site, MURCHIE''S, okay? Look up Murchie's Tea and Coffee and order yourself some maple tea. It is amazing. I freaking love that stuff. It is very, very good. It definitely is a Canadian thing, but like I have ordered it from Murchie's while living here in Seattle. So yeah. Now I will be frank though. Apparently, you either love it or you hate it. Apparently, there's really no in between. Yeah. It's yes. With it's like infused with real maple or something. It's really good. I really love it. Hello, Steven. How are you doing? Thank you so very much. Okay. We got the flexibility to go up to the high C, so we're good there. Let's now move down to Delos Norte. Okay, let's do this. So we are on, just gonna check here, page 17, number 5, and we're doing the third articulation, which is, okay, from the moving note down to the main note. Slurred down to the main note. Okay. Cool. Couldn't read the double sharp for a second there. Okay, yeah, blowing more across while resonating it with my airstream far enough down in the mouth, definitely working. Flexibility is better than it was last week, so I'm overall sounding, like, feeling pretty good. Working on the flexibility in the harmonics really helped there. So a little bit of circular breathing, just a little bit. We'll change this, do that. Okay. kind of there. Lynn, hello, and thank you for watching me while you work. I do appreciate that. I have noticed that quite a few people do that now that a lot of people are working from home. I mean, I'm assuming you're working from home, but I suppose you could also watch me while you're at work. I know a lot of people do that. They just put Twitch on the side, which is a random YouTube live stream on the side. And it's a huge honor for me. So I will tell you what Jasmine told us, Jasmine Choi. So someone asked Jasmine Choi at her Vancouver masterclass back in May how to do circular breathing. So she gave us a few pointers. One was that you hold the air in here, in sort of like your lower jaw into your throat area. That's where you hold the air. And she said in terms of practicing it on the flute, you practice it on a high trill because it's a little easier, or at least a trill of some sort, because it's easier to hide the circular breathing amongst moving notes. So she said once that's comfortable, then you want to start doing it through other moving notes, so like scales. So she said that her best bet is the Tafnel and Gobert exercise number 4. Every flutist's bane of existence. But essentially, if you circular breathe through it, you just never have to breathe, never have to stop to breathe. That is, you are breathing. But yeah, so those are just some quick tips that she shared with us and that I am now sharing with you. So I'm trying them out myself. So I don't really have much in the way of advice right now because I'm still figuring it out myself. So, but that's what Jasmine told us, and that's what I'm trying out. We'll try it again. I can get like one good one in every now and then. We'll leave it at that. I got it twice in today, basically, which is better than I have in previous days. So we'll take it. We'll take it. I think I need to squeeze the air out faster because I'm letting the air pressure drop too much. So yeah, I think I'll try this on tomorrow or Wednesday. I haven't figured out which day I'm practicing it, but I'll try it where I squeeze it out faster. I have to do I have to squeeze out the air faster and inhale faster. I think I'm doing it too slow. That's what I think is happening right now. Anyway, we will continue. We are doing 398. Okay, 398. What is on 398? Oh, okay. Because this is technical, I'm going to stick in my earplugs. I like how they look. It looks so good. Okay. Ooh, we should probably swipey. Okay, so I mentioned that I wasn't sure if I wanted to practice tomorrow or on Wednesday, and it's just because this particular week, I have swapped, every other week I swap my teaching schedule. So this week I am teaching on Tuesday and Thursday afternoon, Wednesday, Friday mornings. So it, I think, makes more sense for me to practice tomorrow and Thursday I think I might end up doing that. Olympic Daisy, how are you? Oh, Olympic Daisy. Okay. I'm just going. Okay. If you guys are gonna watch my Italy video whenever I come out with it, this is gonna be spoilers, but I'm just gonna straight up tell you, Olympic Daisy, you have nothing to prove. Okay? You have absolutely nothing to prove. You go to rehearsal, okay? And just know that you have absolutely nothing to prove. You are whole and you are complete the way you are now. All right? So just go there and have fun and learn and be yourself by not trying to prove yourself. Okay? If you have questions, you ask the questions. All right? If you don't know what's going on in a certain spot, ask. Right? There's nothing to prove, and you don't have to do anything to show that you are worthy of being there. You are absolutely worthy of being there. The whole part about them making sure that they want you there has already been done and is in the past. Okay? So you have nothing to prove. All right? Have fun. You got this, Olympic. You got this. I'm trying to do something I learned in a voice acting course I'm taking for online course I'm taking for fun. I'm trying a thing where when I'm actively playing to take small sips of water and not chug. Because apparently that's not good for like when you're recording or when you're like, you know, actively using your voice. And I suspect a similar thing is true for playing the flute. So I'm trying it out and see. So if you guys see me like taking small sips, that's what I'm trying out. Apparently if you chug, you'll actually dry yourself out even more. Whereas if you take small sips, you can keep everything moist and kind of stable inside of your mouth. Okay. last one for $3.98. No. Okay. As a singer, you're trained not to drink while practicing or performing, except before and after. I guess that makes sense, too. Yeah. I found it interesting because, like, no one really talks about it extensively in the flute world, like when to drink water. It's kind of left up to our own devices of, like, what we want to do. So I'm trying out this voice acting thing and seeing if it's applicable. It seems to be. It also is a great way to make me actually drink water while I practice. Because otherwise I don't, and then I get super parched afterwards, and I like have my doubts of whether or not that's actually good for me, you know? Okay, let's check what we're gonna do next. Where is $3.98? Okay, next one is 51. Okay. We will change that in here. Okay, wonderful. So, let's swab out. Interesting. You can bite your tongue to release saliva. That's a very interesting trick. I have never heard of that when singing. Interesting. So that, like, if you have, like, dry mouth, you can get the saliva going. Interesting. Your friend was afraid he would be dry, so he asked you to sit in the first row with some lemons. And when he was dry, he looked at the lemons. And some singers put salt in the corner of their lips. Interesting. Huh. All right, enjoy your time with your grandma, Michael. That's so interesting, Tomash. Okay, let's continue. We're going to run Eber first movement and second movement. Just run them and see how they go. And this time I'm running them with earplugs in. Arnav. I'm not sure where Marianukroh is. Yeah, his shoulder's coming up. Arnav, are you excited for Fontaine tomorrow? Patch is, or I guess technically Patch is Wednesday, 16th, right? So I binged the end of the summer event yesterday. Binged it so hard. Finished everything, found every chest, did every side quest. So 100%ed the summer event just in time. I'm thinking tonight. Oh, it's all good. I'm thinking tonight, because the only Archon quest bit that I need to do is the interlude before Fontaine. So I might binge that tonight and tomorrow. Yes, I got Kaya's skin, I think on Saturday. Yeah, it's great. It's a great outfit on him. Okay, so I decided to work a little bit on a few spots. I think what I need to start doing, I need to start doing some drills on the first entrance. I'm thinking, because I need to be able to do it cold. We might need to do this music school style, where I might need to just make myself do it throughout the day constantly at random points. think that's what I'm going to do. I need to just run it randomly throughout the day, random times of the day, and just like, yeah, I might need to do that music school style to get that down. All right, well, I'm gonna try that for the next bit. Okay, let's just move on to movement 2. Yeah, you felt that, Lynn? Yeah, music school style is like, it's intense, but dang, it gets into your fingers. So, yeah, I think I have to do that beginning bit like every single day, like a few times every single day. All right. Oh, all good, Arnav. I'm guessing you're on the other side of the world. Okay, let's do this. So say hello to your grandma for me, Michael. need to do a note check. Okay, I was right. I was like, is this right? Is this right? Okay. Well, at least I know that for next time. Okay. All right. Not doing bad on time. I bought Clee's outfit. You know, her little mage outfit. I couldn't resist. Clee was my first ever limited 5-star. So I was like, I have to spoil my little girl. I'm still on the waiting list for an alto. Okay. We are going to start from Q54. Okay. Flexibility in. I think I need more support. A little bit more visualization. Don't get lost in it. Okay. coming back to me. Coming back to me. I think practicing with the earplugs in really, really helps. And holy cow, these earplugs are a lot more comfortable than the Eargasm ones. Woo! Oh. Dropped one of the insets. Okay. Okay. That is fairly in my brain. So we will keep going. Flute d'Amore broke my brain a little bit because it's in B flat major. Okay, reviewing this section. A weird twisty thing. No wonder it's making that top bit weird. Okay. Oh, it's C natural. Okay. There are Flute Demara in A2. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, Kingma System Flute. I tried one when I was 16. Had no idea what it was. And the price of it was very, very high. Very, very high. Okay. Again. Too soon? Yeah, it does. The Kingma allows you to play quarter tones, and yes, that was the first gold flute I ever played in my life. Okay. I feel like that's all my brain can hold for right now, so we're going to change this to start from 58 next time. All right, so let's just end off with a couple minutes of Rapid as Wildfires. Okay. to touch grass, all right, Arnev? But I'm AR60. I am actually a day one player. But I didn't even go as hard as my husband did. My husband went harder than me. I didn't even really start actually doing my daily commissions until, I want to say, like a month or 2 months in, something like that. But yeah, I am AR60 at the highest world level. I need to touch grass. What's my team? My current team, because sometimes I play on mobile. My current, you know what? I'm tired, so we're just gonna end here. So I'll clean up while I talk about this. My current team that I use to deal a lot of damage is Alhaitham, Kazuha, Shingcho, Raiden. If I'm on mobile, because I cannot dodge to save my life on mobile, I will switch out Kazuha for Zhongli so that I can just put a shield up and take all the hits to the face, because I cannot bother to dodge in mobile. Currently, because I just got the new skin on Kaya, I have been playing around with a team comp that's called the Fridge comp. In that, the reason why it's called Fridge is because you have it. My version of it is Kazuha, Kaya, Shingcho, and some form of Dendro application. So sometimes it's Alhaitham and sometimes it's Tainari, depending on if I need an archer. And the reason why it's called the Fridge comp is because you have all these blooms. So these from the Hydro and Dendro reaction. So there's these little green, like fruit-like things that, you know, or vegetable-like things that pop up on the ground, and you've frozen the enemy as well, and you're whipping them around as well with wind. So it's like you are creating a refrigerator and you're creating vegetables with your refrigerator. That's why it's called the Fridge comp. So I was messing around with Kaya, and then John told me about the Fridge comp. So I tried out the Fridge comp, and it is very funny. They stay frozen forever, and the blooms explode on them forever, and it is very funny. So, Asa, hello. Yes, I have Zhongli, and I know this is gonna make me sound like oh my gosh, I need to touch grass, but I do have him at C1 so that he can put 2 pillars up. I believe his C2, and I don't know if I'm gonna pull for C2. I believe his C2 is that if he ults, he shields. And if you play in co-op, he also shields his co-op. Like whoever's co-oping with you will also receive a shield. So currently, as it stands, he only shields himself and whoever you switch to, but not your... Sorry, I was using the wrong microphone. But not your, if you're co-oping with someone. So, yeah. McKenna, hello, welcome back from work. How are you? Rogue, how are you doing? We're talking about Genshin right now because Arnev is asking me about my team setups. Do I have any tips? Well, honestly, I'm just going to straight up tell you, increase, like do your dailies. Cause they're pretty fast. Your dailies, at least, okay. In the beginning, they take a little longer. They are harder, when you're at lower AR. But just kind of like do your dailies, use your resin, you know, like, you use your resin efficiently. So in the beginning of the week, if you have unlocked your bosses, do your bosses so you get your boss drops. And then you just kind of slowly like figure out who you want to build. Try and build one damage person first. Then you want to build someone who can support. And when you're building them, what you're building a whole lot of things, right? Like first you have to ascend them. So you have to make sure you go grab their ascension materials and stuff like that. And then you want to probably just for now at your AR level, just grab artifacts and the artifacts that you're getting from just chests and stuff like that. Just see what you have. Try to put on ones that form some sort of like, because you can get artifacts that are in the same type. So then it gives you an extra bonus. So you kind of want to look at that. If you want to look at what are good artifact sets to put on people, kachingmains.com, I think. But just look up Kaching Mains on Google. And it's not just for Kaching, but it's just that the name of the website is Kaching Mains. But Kaching Mains has very good information about what artifact set is good on which person and why, and like depending on how you want to play that person, because you can play each person a little bit differently according to whatever you want to, like whatever comp you want to kind of play around with, right? So or you can be like me and just make a mess out of everything and let your husband, who loves doing this kind of like mixy matchy, figuring out, min-maxing your stats and stuff like that. John loves min-maxing stats. He loves min-maxing life in general. So like, he will do the thing where like at the grocery store, he will try and stack coupons on top of each other, to get the best deal he possibly can. He is that type of person. So he, every now and then he will look at my artifacts and look at my how I've built my characters and shake his head disapprovingly, rip off all the artifacts off of everyone, and mix and match things until they look better. There's a website that he uses to do this too. So I forget what the website is, but there is a website out there that like where you can like sign in with your account, and then it can pull what you have on you and then mix and match things for you. He's also AR60. He reached AR60 before I did. I think he reached AR60, I want to say like a month or so before I did. But yeah. So, anyway, how do you use resin? So you accumulate resin naturally on just over time. It's like an energy, like you just kind of accumulate it. If you go to your map and then you look in the top right, you'll see how much resin you have, and that's essentially how much like energy you have to spend on picking up rewards for beating bosses or beating domains. So you can check out the domains, different domains out there that you have unlocked for you so far, for you to farm artifacts and farm whatchamacallits. Like sometimes you need to farm just straight up boss drops and stuff like that. But yeah. I hoard my fragile resin. I think last I checked, I had like 318 of them or something. I just hoard them. I don't use them. I don't know why. I mean, honestly, I should just use them, but I hoard them. But yeah. You can also condense your resin so that you can essentially, instead of having to do each domain for 20 resin, you can just use one condensed resin, which is 40 of your resin. and then you can pick up double the amount of drops. So essentially you just have to run the domain fewer times. But yeah, so just take it slow and at your own pace is like really the tip that I would give you. And then if you really don't want to think about what to put on your people, you can use websites. Go and look up some websites that will arrange your artifacts for you and stuff like that, and then you could just go with that, you know. Just like a lot of people will just pull up like Kaching mains or like another website that, you know, gives you suggestions on what artifacts to use, and a lot of people just pull that up and just like copy it, you know, or copy it as closely as they can depending on what artifacts they have. Like a lot of people just do it that way. So yeah. What's my main? I think I have to say I didn't mean for this to happen, but my newest main is Alhaitham. He just does a lot of damage, like an insane amount of damage. And he's just very fun to play. He's especially fun to play because my husband mains Kaching, and Alhaitham is basically Dendro Kaching. So when we play together as Kaching and Alhaitham, we rip things to shreds, and it is very satisfying. It's very satisfying. Same. I really love the Sumeru character designs. Like, love them. Like, Alhaitham's and Kave's designs are just really top notch. Just wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, I got Kave too. I just noticed that Kave just plays a little bit more slowly than Alhaitham does. Alhaitham is almost like a hyper carry. So he you just shred things a lot faster with Alhaitham than Kave. So I do have Kave, I think, mostly built. But yeah. Yeah. What I would suggest, honestly, is like, I really love the story. I love the Genshin story. It's very convoluted and crazy and long, but like, I do really love it. I genuinely very much enjoy it. You know, so I'm very excited for Fontaine. There's a whole bunch of voice actors that I already follow who have gotten some roles for the Fontaine characters. So I'm very excited for that, to hear their performances. Yeah, I'm very excited because in Fontaine, you get to swim. You get to swim underwater. I'm very, very excited about that. Yeah. So if you guys don't know, the Hydro Archon's voice actress is also a VTuber who goes by the moniker Monarch, like the butterfly monarch, or like, you know, royalty monarch. So check her out. She's hilarious and very, very, very funny. Very funny. So I'm very, very excited to hear her as the Hydro Archon. Yeah, full solar. Yeah. So I'm very, very excited to hear. Yes, Fontaine, Stephen Fontaine. So your last name is the name of the new region that is releasing like tomorrow night. Yeah. Yes. And this area, this region, Fontaine, is based on France. It's basically partially, mostly underwater steampunk France is basically what it is. So, well, I guess that makes sense for it to be called Fountain, because it's like partially underwater, if not mostly underwater. So yeah. So I'm very excited, but I do still need to finish the one more interlude before it. And I tend to want to do things in order. So I don't want to go back and do the interlude, because technically you can skip the interludes and just do the main Archon quests. But personally, I really like the interludes. I feel like they add a lot more to the story. So I think I'm going to do that. I hear it's only about an hour and a half to 2 hours long to do that. So I might do that tonight, I think. And then I'll be all caught up and ready to just step into Fontaine. So I'm very, very excited for it. There looks like there's a lot of new mechanics and stuff that they're introducing to make things like much more interesting. I hope the story really, really goes places. It looks like it's going to. So in the meantime, what I've also been really enjoying is Honkai Star Rail, the other game that Hoyoverse is, really, really like putting out there right now. That story really goes 0 to 100, 100 to 1,000, 1,000 to 1,000,000. Just like go, go, go. Very fun. So yeah, it's a great game. So anyway, works very similarly to Genshin, but is a turn-based game instead of a was it action? Is that what Genshin is, like action RPG? So yeah, with the wishing is also very similar too. Anyway, I should probably excuse myself. Thank you all so very much for joining me today and geeking out with me, whether it be about the flute or Genshin. I had a great time. I think I will practice tomorrow morning. I think that makes the most sense. So if I don't see you tomorrow, then I will see you on Wednesday afternoon. It's either tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning, or Wednesday afternoon. I still haven't really decided, but I'm leaning towards Tuesday morning. So I might see you tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, I'll see you on Wednesday. All right, guys? I love you all so very much. It's okay, Felix. There are parts of the desert in Sumeru that I only have like 12% completed. I finished the main Archon quest and the interludes, and like that's it. I did the Aranara quest, but I haven't done the desert ones. Hello, Sadie, and goodbye, Sadie. I hope you've enjoyed this Genshin geek out. But yeah, thank you all so much for a wonderful time. I love you all so very much. Please take care of yourselves. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. All right? Because there is no music without the musician. All right? Laters, everyone. Bye-bye.